Y'all, nature is just so beautiful. I can literally just be here all day. So beautiful. Look at the clouds. They're just still. That's how we should be. Peace be still. Peace be still. And let God do what He's going to do. So beautiful. I love coming here. Just reminds me of peace. Peace, peace, peace. And the birds chirping, the insects making their little noise. I'm not sure which insects those are making noise, but they're making it. I mean, it's just green all the way around, y'all. Green all the way around. That's a little running trail. I'll be seeing some couples run up the hill every now and then. And people actually do come work out here. I've seen people and their trainers come out here and work out. Cool little vibe, cool little place. Can do many, many things. Many things at this one little park. And then it's another part of it. It's actually 3 parts of this park. They're all kind of separate. Actually 4. They're all kind of separated. It's 3 other areas, other parts of this park across the street from one another. So it's huge, very, very huge, and they're still building on it. But yeah, good for riding bikes, which I see people out here doing. They've already passed, so I can't get them on video. But yeah, it's just so beautiful, so beautiful. And here's another little, this is the one I ran down. You can't really see, it's not really clear as far as the running path like the other side, but yeah, I ran down this side today. Let me see. No, y'all can't see it. Sorry. But yeah, it's so beautiful, beautiful. All right, now we're gonna get started with the actual video. All right. Hey y'all, hey, happy Wednesday, happy Bible study day. Y'all, today has been a busy day. I did not go to work today. I had freaking jury duty, but it was cool. I love the judge was dope. And I actually was the 3rd group that was able to leave before all of the cases were finished. So, you know, today was a good day. It's been a very, very busy day. Ripping and running. I feel like I've been to work for 8 hours because I've been gone. I have been gone since 7 o'clock this morning and been on the move since, because I'm telling y'all, I swear this is the same freaking car. I wish I knew who that was so I can tell them how obnoxious they are. I don't know if it's a female or a guy that drives that car, but they are so obnoxious. I am so over them. Always driving by without recording. Clearly they live somewhere over here, but can they not take a different route? Look, you can. And he or she don't ever be going nowhere, making all that noise. He barely moving. If y'all could see, y'all, this car is like far, far, far on the other side on the actual road, making all that noise and going like this, going this fast. I kid y'all not. One day I will record him. If I can, if I'm close enough, I will record him. Oh, or whoever it is. Goodness gracious. Sometimes you just gotta laugh it off. Sometimes you just gotta laugh stuff off, because that don't make no sense. Why? What is your purpose? I can see if you was going fast. You ain't even moving nowhere. Anyways, y'all, going back to what I was saying, I had jury duty, but I was there from 8:30 to 11:30. So it was, my time there was very brief, and I was thankful because we had stuff to do. I had to go double check our Airbnb property that we have for a tenant that was coming in today, a guest that was coming in today. And I met my mom on her lunch break from work. So we went over there. I got there before her. But anyway, just had so much cleaning. Then we was missing one item, so I had to go back after running some more errands. Went to the nail shop, went to do some other stuff, and then went to the store, bought the missing item, had to go back to the property, and then from the property I came here. So, and I still have 2 more things to do after I film this video, because yeah, I know I'm not gonna want to do them tomorrow, because tomorrow I actually work and I ain't gonna want to be bothered after work. So I might as well just go knock it out now and then take it on in. But yes, today has been extremely busy. It is 5 something here now. And yeah, I've been gone all day, no break, all day. And I'm very disappointed in myself, because I've been moving and running so fast. I had breakfast, but the rest of my lunch, and I guess classified as dinner currently, will be my dinner time, I've been eating Twizzlers, y'all. And then I had the nerve to buy a huge bag. Lord, why I do that? I've been doing good, because I've been doing no sugar, none of that stuff, and I don't know what happened with me today. So after I film this, since I am at a walking park, I'm gonna go walk. I'll probably walk around twice, so that'll be about what, because this park is huge, it'll be about what, 4 miles if I walk around twice, or 2.5 miles, 2.5 to 4 miles. I don't know, but I'm gotta go do it, y'all. My little shoes, my little old school classic Fila's. You know, I'm telling y'all, I love the classics. I love the classic shoes. But yeah, so I must suffer, because that was my fault. I did it to myself. But anyways, y'all, today's video, what I really came with, all these butterflies have been flying around lately. No matter where I record, they just been flying, and I am enjoying it. I must say, I'm enjoying it. So beautiful. I love it. But to the message at freaking hand, y'all. That's why I said on last week I recorded a video and I said keep showing up as you. That was the title, keep showing up as you. And let me tell y'all, as I keep showing up as myself, God has continuously just been working. When I start to doubt myself, but keep showing up as myself, God works. When I don't feel as confident or as strong in a certain area, God is like, why? He shows me, why do you think you're not fit? Why are you doubting what I've told you to do? Why are you doubting yourself? You doubting yourself is doubting me, because I planted this in you. So if I planted it in you, it has no other choice but to grow and to flourish and to reach great heights and great success. Every time I get down or sad about this, or feel like I could be doing better in this, and getting so hard on myself, because I am so hard on myself, y'all. For y'all who are hard on yourselves, I put pressure on myself. Like, there's nobody else who could put more pressure on me than me. And I'm in this stage where I'm just kind of like trying to steer away and back away from that, because it can also be detrimental to ourselves. We can be our biggest critics. And that can cause us to spiral downward. So we want to stop that and step away from that and break away from that little by little as best as we can. Always be in constant work of doing that and taking care of yourself and being good to yourself and kind to yourself like you are to others. But yeah, so it's just like God going back. He checks me every single time I get like that. Every single time he freaking checks me. And I'm so glad, because I so need it. And I need that reality check. I need that, girl, what is your problem? Girl, what are you doing to yourself? Girl, why do you have these thoughts constantly running? Go to bed. Wake up fresh. Wake up anew. And continue to move on. So, y'all, quick story time. The whole point of this message is this. Let me go ahead and break it down in story form. When I first started teaching at the school that I'm at, and let's be clear and precise, I am an educator, but I'm a special kind of educator. I'm not your typical certified teacher, which I will soon do something to get that certification. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. But however, right now, I am what you call a reading coach. A reading coach. And I help students from grade levels K through 2, K through first, kindergarten, that means kindergarten, first, second grade. So basically what I do is help students who are what we call in the red zone. Everybody know red means bad, right? Red means below average, right? So basically that's what you break the students down into categories. Those who have scored on the red level are below average. Those who score on the yellow level, almost there but not quite, so keep on working. And then you have those who are the green level, which means they are doing great. Green means good, right? Just like a conduct grade. Green means good. So you're good to go. And then you have one last level, which is blue, and that means you have excelled every part of reading. You have mastered it. You could really be skipped to the next level depending on your school system or what school you're at, right? So what I do is I take the kids that are in red and yellow and really work with them individually to help them boost that score and get it to the color that they need it to be. So, which is, we want greens and blues, or if you're in the red, we at least want you to be on the borderline of yellow, which means you're basically almost on freaking green, right? Which is still will help their homeroom teachers. It will help what we call their data, which means the data, it's a whole lot that goes into it, all of the technicalities and this and this and that contributes to the success of an entire school. So if you help the data, and if you're a teacher that's watching this, or an educator of any sort, a reading coach such as myself, or a math coach, then y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to break it down as best as I can without being so long with the breakdown. But yeah, anyways, good data helps boost the school's morale, basically. So it helps them become like an A school or a B school. As long as you're not an F school, then you're doing good. That means your data is good and your children are on the levels that they are supposed to be on, going back to that red, yellow, green, or blue. So yeah, that's basically what I do. And y'all, when I first got there, here we go, now we're about to dive into it. When I first got to this school, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never had any experience in the school district. I've never been around so many children in my life. I've just literally been around my niece and nephews all my life. But outside of that, I have never had, as much as I love children, I have never been engaged with children on this level of this capacity, right? So I was just so like, and even now I still get anxiety from it because I feel like I don't know what the actual teachers know, even as long as I've been doing it now. Which has been only about 3 months. So to me, I'm still a newbie. I'm still a baby in the game. I am truly a student myself of this teaching game and the teaching industry. So I still kind of get anxiety, like if I'm not well prepared or I forgot something for this assignment, I just like start freaking out, and I literally have to pray right where I am. I can be in my classroom and I will break down in prayer because I'd be like, Lord, remove this anxiety and get me back focused. It's okay. Allow myself to show myself grace and to know that it's okay. It's just one little thing that you missed. You can make up for it the next day, and just incorporate that in the assignment that they have for that day. Just add it to that and be quick with it. So I started off with so much anxiety, like more than I have now. And like I said, even every now and then it still currently rises up, and I have to check it in prayer, through prayer. But yeah, so y'all, I had so much doubt, and one of the teachers who were there didn't make it any better. She's a kindergarten teacher, and when I first got there, I went in her classroom with the lady who was mentoring me to show me the ropes and kind of like train me, you would say. So I went in there with her, and she had to give us the students that she wanted me to take. And me being a first-time teacher or educator or reading coach, they're all really the same because I promise we are teaching. But yeah, me being a first-time reading coach and being new, not only that, but also being new to the school in general, this lady was like so this is what she said, y'all. She was like, so they're really going to stick my students who are detrimentally struggling with somebody that's new? And that's exactly the face that I'm doing, and exactly the words that I'm saying were her words verbatim. Kindergarten teacher, she was like, so they're going to stick my low-level children with somebody that's new. Great. And I was just like, the old me stirred up real fast. I wanted to be like, B-word, you don't know me and you don't know what I'm capable of. But the godly me was like, it was on the tip of my tongue. Then I was just like, you know what? Let me just laugh it off, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. This got something to do with her and how she already feels towards the school and their stipulations and credentials or whatever they require you to be, or your requirements that they require you to have. And apparently it hasn't been going her way. So I'm gonna let that frustration slide, because I know they ain't got nothing to do with me. This is my first day, so she got her own personal problems that she needs to sort out with the school. They ain't got nothing to do with Jasmine J. Ivory, okay? So I was just like, you know what, whatever. But ever since she said that, that's what really drove me to be hard on myself and to make sure I prove her wrong. I'm a person, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Like, you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna be successful at it, and I'm gonna achieve it. How about y'all? Today Wednesday, how about Monday? So right now, the entire school from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade, they're doing what we call M-class testing. That is the test that shows whether or not, based on me working one-on-one and in smaller groups with certain individuals who were in the red and the yellow when I started out with them, this is the time that it proves, like, hey, has this extra help really been helping and doing what it's supposed to do? Has it really been progressing the children, or has this reading coach or reading coaches really just been wasting their time, right? So that's what they're in the middle of doing now. How about y'all, the same teacher, same kindergarten teacher who was so nasty to me? First of all, how about, come to find out, just based on how she's been to me since late February all the way up until now. Now we are in May. So since late February all the way up until May, she really wanted to know about me, because that's the thing I told y'all, I'm very private. I don't like mess. I stay to myself. I don't disclose a lot of my information to anybody, because I feel like that's my information. I don't know you no more than you know me, so I don't expect anything from you, and you shouldn't expect anything from me. I don't just dive head first and put all my business out there. No, I have to sense your aura and get to know you to see if you're somebody who I can somewhat trust to share information with, and even still, I don't do it. So nobody really knows anything about me. So she just came in my room one day and got to know me, and I explained and opened up about certain things that I felt comfortable or wouldn't take any offense to if it was ever brought up again. I shared certain things with her, just simple things though, like, of course, simple things like, oh, I just moved back from California, such and such and such, and small things, right? So it was cool. And then ever since then, she's always like, Miss Ivory, Miss Ivory, Miss Ivory, Miss Ivory. So Monday, they took the test. Her student, one of her students that I pulled, that she had to give to me to progress and grow and help her learn how to read better, right? So this student was below average. She was in the yellow, but she was on the low level. So a high yellow would be like 387. When I got her, she was like 357. So right, so that's where I got her at. She was on that level in yellow, but on that level, on the lower level spectrum or scale of reading. How about on Monday, going back to Monday, this Monday, y'all, what was Monday? The 6th, May 6, 2024. I was leaving because we have morning duty and after school duty. And after school duty, I go to the after school program with all the kids there, and I oversee them for like 30 minutes, and then we go and leave work for the day. So I'm getting ready to exit because it's time for us to leave work, and she stopped me at the door. The kindergarten teacher who doubted me, y'all, and who told me that, who was nasty, she stopped me at the door, and I'm like, what you doing? What you doing, Miss R? And I'm not gonna say her full name, but I'm like, what you doing, Miss R? And she's like, and then she's like, I gotta put my hand out. I gotta put my hand out to you. And I'm like, girl, what's wrong? Is everything okay? She was like, yeah, just give me your hand and shake my hand. And I said, okay. I shook her hand. I said, what's going on? What you doing? What's this for? And she was like, girl, Miss Ivory, our hard hard work paid off. She was like, guess what our girl did? Guess what our girl did? I said, what? She said she mastered her reading portion of the exam to show that she is ready for first grade and she can read at a first grade level. She mastered it, which means she was in blue, all the way from being at a low level yellow when I got her in February. So I've only been there since February. So February all the way up to now is May. February, March, April, May. That was only 3 months work. I have not been to a single teacher's training. My training was like a week. That's not how long teachers get to train. Teachers are trained annually. I was trained in a week, and really I wouldn't even say a week. I would say from 3 to 4 days was my training, and that was it. And then it was like, go, make it work, make it happen, show some good results at the end of the year when it's time for them to take their EOIs, end of the year exams, basically. So that's why y'all see why I kind of get anxiety a little bit, because it's like I have had not one single training, y'all. I don't have a certification. I have a bachelor's degree. Yes, I have a whole BA, but not for teaching. Not for teaching. My bachelor's is in arts and sciences with a major in communications and with a concentration in broadcasting. Okay. Nothing to do with teaching. I know teachers. My god sister taught for many years. She is currently an assistant principal at her school. My friends that I have from middle school, elementary school, they're teachers, they're educators, but nobody ever took the time out. I didn't go to anybody to say, hey, can you guide me on this? Hey, can you give me the layout for this? Hey, can you do that? This has all been God. This has all been God. I have literally been doing this on a wing and a prayer. Literally a wing and a prayer, and just using my knowledge. I would sit, I feel like I did it a little bit late, but I did it. And I started sitting in certain classrooms throughout the day just to see how other teachers taught, so that I can then incorporate their teaching mechanisms into my work and how I teach their students, to see how can I make this fun? How can I constantly keep these students engaged? Because honey, their attention span with all this technology and these devices, their attention span is shot. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Some of their attention spans are horrible, horrible, okay? Break out the Spanish on y'all, because it is, some of their attention spans is basura. Just put it in our basura, because baby, what are y'all doing? So it's hard to keep them focused. So I'm like, dang, what can I do? So I trained myself and made myself sit in certain teachers' classes who I liked their teaching methods. So I would sit in their classes, and that's how I started to learn how to teach them, and then just put my own spill to it, and then just ask God for guidance and advice on how to teach and make it fun, and not be so serious with them as a teacher, but let them know that, hey, I'm someone y'all can confide in when you need help. I'm someone you can laugh with, but when it's time for me to teach, we also gonna learn, and you're gonna let me teach while you learn. And we did it, baby. We did it. So my girl mastered her M class reading portion, and they still got math and all kind of other stuff. Kindergarten though, they don't really just have like so serious of a test where it incorporates like science and stuff like the 5th graders, or U.S. history or anything like that, like the 5th graders. So they good. I think they just have reading and math. But regardless, she mastered that reading part, my kinder. She mastered that reading part. And then my 1st grade teacher yesterday, also at our after school duty, also because I have 2 different after school duties. So my first after school duty, another teacher from 1st grade, who I pull her student as well, is P. Also not gonna say her name, of course. Come on, y'all know who y'all talking to. Not gonna say her name, Miss P. Guess what? Even the lady who trained me, Miss P told her, we were all together. It was me, Miss P, and the lady that trained me. We were standing all together at our after school duty. And she said, Miss P told her, your student is still in the yellow, but I'll take that. Because at least he's at a higher level yellow. I guess when she started out with him, he was at a low yellow like mine, but he stayed in yellow, but he was almost too green. And then she turned around because she already know I was about to say, and how did such and such do? How did my girl? She already seen it. She must have felt it was about to come off my tongue. She was like, Miss Ivory, our girl, such and such, she's in the green. She's in the green. I said, ah! She was like, she barely got it, but she got it. The score point to be on the green was 440. She got a 443. She got a 443, so it don't matter. She got it. I was like, yes, baby, yes. Doubt who? Doubt yourself, because don't doubt me. Look at me talking big girl noise. Putting on big girl draw. No, talking big girl noise. Like I don't be doubting myself half the time. But they would never know that. I ain't gonna never share with them. You would never know. As far as you concerned, I walk effortlessly. I walk with my head held high, because I know the God that I serve. As far as you know, little do you know, your girl be struggling. Your girl be running off to the restroom at the time crying like, what am I doing? This is not for me. I don't know how to teach these children. How do I even know if I'm doing this right? I don't have any training. For real, I'm for real be crying. Half the time I just cry in my classroom, because if you sit down for too long, the lights automatically shut off in the classrooms. Baby, I'll be sitting there just, and then when I hear somebody knock on the door, baby, stand up, them lights come on, I open that door so fast, they don't even know. But that's what I be doing. Because I hate feeling like I'm not equipped enough. Like if I would have had some trainings for like months and months and months, or go out to the district every now and then, like one of the teachers, she is certified and she still has to go out every Wednesday. She goes to get district training. I do not have that. I'm telling y'all, for real, my training was 3 to 4 days. I just say a week to make it sound good and to make the person look good. But baby, 3 to 4 days, that was it. And it was like on your own. And then I done found out some information, and it's like the person who trained me, to me it feel like she kind of slightly wanted me to fail based on the information that I've recently learned. It's like, why didn't you give me this stuff that I needed? And you knew I needed this, and you had it the whole time, but you didn't give that to me. Since February, I've been eating this, and you told me you didn't have it when I would ask and bring this question up. You told me you didn't have these certain documents for me to teach my students, but you gave the same documents that I needed to their homeroom teacher, like a few days before their M-class test. So you did have the documents the whole time. And you don't even know that I know that you had the documents the whole time. You don't even know that I know that you gave those documents to the teacher, because that teacher confided in me and told me that. So you also wanted me to fail, which would explain why my training was only 3 to 4 days, because it probably was supposed to be longer than that. But I was not even going to go tell on her, because lack of knowledge. I don't know how long my training was supposed to be. As far as I know, the principal, the assistant principal, and all the other coaches probably assumed that she trained me thoroughly and for weeks on, when in fact that wasn't the case at all. So it gave me great pleasure to see Miss P say, it has nothing to do with the child, it has something to do with the teaching, okay? Gave me great pleasure to see and to hear that your child is still in the yellow, the high yellow, but not the greens, like my babies have been doing. Even without the documents that you withheld from me, we still did this thing. I still did this thing. God still did this thing, and helped them learn how to read at the level that they're supposed to be reading at. My babies are in the green, baby. My babies are in the green. There is one student that I didn't get such good information from as far as her testing. I have absolutely no idea why, because the same child in her same grade level that excelled, I taught them in the same group. So if they excel, I don't understand what happened. And the crazy part is that she was one of my strong students. Something just went up under that water, y'all, or came up under I don't know if it's a duck or what. They did say beware of alligators. Don't play with me now. Now that's what I don't play with. No, ma'am. We not in Florida, once we got alligators anyway. But, girl, stay where y'all at. In the name of Jesus. Whatever you may be. All right, but
yeah, I was just like, I don't know what happened with my girl on that one, with my other child. I don't know. And I can't talk to her about it because I don't want her to feel bad about it. But what happened? I don't know. She was one of my strong students that seemed like she had grown so much. She was getting them words. Because what I did also, I incorporated candy. I'm like, whoever excels in class today, whoever listens the best, whoever participates the most, you get candy. So I've been spending a lot of money in candy as well. Honey, I'm going to have to start writing some letters to some of these people out here, to the district or something. I need some type of assistance financially, because it's a lot that we spend our own money. Now I see for real firsthand how teachers really be spending their own live hard work money for the greater good of the children. So it's been a lot. Like, so I started incorporating candy, like, okay, let me buy this for my babies, and so this can help them too, like all kind of stuff. And then look, they homeroom teachers were not doing that at first. But since I came in the mix and they started going back with Takis, back to their class with Takis and Airheads and Snickers and Jolly Ranchers and lollipops and what's the little other stuff I get for them, Sour Patch straws, all kind of stuff. Then they teachers, homeroom teachers who've been there all year. Again, I just got there in February. So since February, they now keep stacks of candy, Capri Suns, chocolate rolls, lollipops, Takis. Now they keep all that stuff stacked in their room. You're welcome. It was God, not me. You're welcome though. But yeah, so I'm like, I am a major deal, and I be forgetting that. I forget that often because I'm so humble, and I like to continue being humble, but sometimes we do have to acknowledge the things and the contributions that we make, publicly, that spew on to others, that other people catch on to and implement themselves. So it's just like, yeah, I'm a blessing and an attribute wherever I go, wherever I am planted, wherever I am. I make things grow and flourish under the will of God. And for that, I am forever grateful. I am forever humbled. I am forever thankful and just amazed that He selects me to do certain things and to carry certain things forth. So yeah, that's all I came on here to say and to share. And for whoever is doubting themselves like me, for whoever is hard on themselves like me, listen, y'all don't even know the kind of impact that you are making. You don't even know your true worth for real. Like, you don't even know your true value for real. But God is going to let it be revealed every single time, whether you know it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not. God is going to acknowledge it and let it be shown all the way through. And guess what? Now I have people saying, are you going to teach? 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 I still don't know if I'm quite ready to be in a full off classroom. Practically, I kind of am already, because I still get 20 children a day. I just get them in smaller groups. So I get 5 children at a time, but 20 children total throughout each day, Monday through Friday. So technically I'm kind of in the full classroom already, but I like how I'm able to do it in smaller groups. So I don't know. I may stay here for a while. I don't know, y'all. Pray for me and pray for the other teachers, because they are doing budget cuts, honey. So I don't know. My next best thing might be to go ahead and get in the classroom sooner or earlier than I expected. But I have big plans. And I think at least 1 year of full classroom will get me to where I'm ultimately trying to go, Lord willing. Lord willing. So I have so many things that I want to do. I just really pray to God that He gives me the time to do it before it expires. So pray for that as well. Pray for me for longevity, and yourselves for longevity, because we got work to do. But if the Lord decides that it's time for me to go home, then that just means that my duty to Him was fulfilled, and whatever else I wanted to do didn't need to happen. That means that I have fulfilled His will. So, but I really, really hope, as crazy and hellish as this world is, or can be rather, we have to make our own peace of joy. We have to grab it as best as we can, as much as we can. But overall, y'all know, it's self-explanatory. This world is just, I was in jury duty today, and I'm like, yeah, the system is really like screwed up for real. Like, yeah, it's kind of screwed up. But the judge was cool. The judge was cool. These kids back here, look, I'm telling y'all, these children back here, why they making so much noise and I'm trying to record? After I record, they can make as much noise as they want to, but I'm in the middle of doing something right now. But anyway, see, that's why I'm about to wrap up. But yeah, so, you know, I don't even know what I was saying now because that noise, they were making so much noise, I really got interrupted. But yeah, I love the children, I really do, I promise y'all. But yeah, they, like I said, I think I said this on my last video, they are the best part and the worst part of the job. And this is kind of one of the reasons why. Like, they just want to make noise all day, they want to talk too much, they got to get up and go to the restroom 50 million times just so they can go play out in the hallway, because you ain't got to use it, you just used it 2 minutes ago. Now you got to go get water. You was just by the water fountain when you went to the restroom, but you didn't go to the restroom, so you bypassed the water fountain because you was just in the hallway playing, roaming around. Oh Lord, they're some tough cookies, but you love them just as much as they get on your nerves. But yeah, so yeah, y'all, that's what I came on here to say. Just, yeah, pray for your girl, pray for your girl. I'll be praying for the world and y'all, even though we've never met. But yeah, we got this, and we got to keep hanging in here, fighting the good fight. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's so true. And the more that you lean into what God wants you to do, the more you'll understand that. The more you will truly understand that you have to keep fighting the good fight. All right, y'all. Love y'all much. And till next time, bye. Have a great Wednesday and rest of the week.